First one here is from akin.drums asking, how do you handle stage fear? So I've addressed this topic briefly before on this podcast. There's definitely a clip somewhere on my YouTube channel, but stage fear, man, this is a relevant question for me because I'm certainly dealing with some nerves coming up on, a gig where I have to open for Dave Weckl and Virgil Donati, for example. Man, I can tell you that the biggest thing that you can do for yourself, do whatever it is for you that makes up a good day. So if your performance is at night, make sure that that day includes everything that is in alignment with your well-being by your definition. So if you like going for a run, if that makes you feel good, if a good day includes going on a jog in the morning, then make sure you do it on that day. If a healthy day for you, one where you feel good about yourself, you feel good about your body, you feel good about your mental state, you feel good about your playing, if that includes, a 30-minute session on a practice pad in the morning, do that. If you feel better when you skip breakfast, make sure you skip breakfast on that day. If you feel better when you eat a huge breakfast the moment you wake up, make sure you do that. So just having a sense of a self-awareness about what makes a good day for you, make sure that the day of your performance is that kind of day. I promise that will make a huge difference. Really, there's two other things that I would add to that. One is warm up. And warming up takes practice. A lot of times when we go into the practice room or to jam, for whatever reason, we're not always warming up very intentionally. We might play lightly at first and then play a little harder later, but an intentional warm-up takes some time. So I would say on the day of your performance, dedicate at least 20 minutes, if not 30 or 40 minutes, to really consciously increasing your speed, consciously increasing your power, meaning play progressively faster and progressively harder during your warm-up to give your body a fair shot at getting blood into your muscles, to getting all your tendons and your joints nice and loose. So really dedicate some time to physically warming up for sure, and your brain will be warming up along the way. And the third thing I would add to that is that you should practice to the point where if something goes wrong, you shouldn't necessarily blame your practice, because that feeling sucks. If you can avoid that feeling, you always should, because not practicing enough is completely on you. That one is pretty exclusively your fault, and it's not a good feeling. Most people only will drop the ball due to a lack of practice a couple times in their career because, man, that's a really rough one to deal with. It's a hard pill to swallow. So make sure that you at least, whatever your excuse might be, if you have a poor performance, make sure it's not the excuse that you didn't practice enough. That one is not valid. So those three things I would say. Make sure you have a good day that's in alignment with your well-being, and you get to define what that looks like. Make sure that you give your body a fair shot and really, really warm up your physical body before your performance. And then third, make sure that whatever your excuse is for a bad performance, it's not a lack of practice. If those three things are in place, it'll sort of serve as this process of elimination where whatever the problem is, it's not your practice, it's not that you weren't warmed up, and it's not that you just had an off day, right? If you can solve for those three, most of the time you'll find that whatever type of anxiety or nervousness comes along with your performance is pretty manageable, right? And also keep in mind, give yourself a break. Nerves sometimes are normal. You're supposed to be nervous in a high pressure situation, and you should rely on, let's just say, your evolutionary biology to know what to do. Your body knows how to handle stress and anxiety and nerves and the butterflies. So lean into that feeling, let it be what it is, and cover all the bases that you can. Hopefully that answers your question. Thank you for watching this clip of the Orlando Drummer Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for more content like this, consider yourself formally invited to come join me on OrlandoDrummer.com. It's an online drum school, very much in the style of Netflix. There's over 160 hours of content waiting for you there. You can try it free for 7 days at the link in the description. I'll see you guys there.